reaching that 20-degree mark, and tomorrow even warmer for Halloween, with maybe some rain likely starting after the trick-or-treaters go home. So that's good news. Ross Hall will share the details in moments. Mark Chaloub is standing by with a first look at traffic. I'm Lara Casella. Here's what we're following for you. One of the three climate protesters who shut down the Jacques-Cartier Bridge for hours last week has been released on strict conditions. Only one of them remains behind bars. After their press, a look at your news. Time now for weather. Meteorologist Ross Hall joins us. Happy Hump Day, Ross. Will the weather warm today and tomorrow, potentially record-breaking heat for Halloween. Ross Hall will share the forecast in moments. I'm Lara Casella. Let's check in with Mark Chaloub for a look at traffic. Good morning, Mark. So a pretty decent drive so far, but you do have some news for us regarding the 40. Warning to drivers in the city's West End, the Illotort Bridge will be shut down this weekend, resulting in traffic snarls and detours. The bridge, no heavy coat under the costume. The kids will be happy. Thanks, Ross. Still to come, Montreal gives an update on its plan against systemic racism and discrimination. That's coming up in 10 minutes. But first, your national... Welcome back. The City of Montreal has presented an update on its ongoing fight against racism and discrimination. Representatives from the administration outlined the advances made over the past year. But despite the progress, there are still gaps that concern civil rights advocates. Phil Carpenter reports. In other news, a quiet street in Kirkland has recently turned into a hotspot for criminal activity. Montreal police are investigating a series of crimes in the area with no clear motive. And as Felicia Perillo reports, the situation has residents on edge. And the animals at London Zoo are getting an early taste of Halloween. Workers there, the kids will be enjoying their treats too soon enough. Stay with us. More local headlines for you after this short break, weather and traffic. And if you'd like to contact us to the middle of the week, it's going to be a warm day, reaching that 20-degree mark and even warmer for Halloween. Ross Hall will share the good news in moments. Mark Chaloub is standing by with a look at traffic. I'm Lara Casella. Here's what we're following for you. One of the climate activists. That's a look at your news. Time now for weather. Meteorologist Ross Hall joins us. Happy Hump Day, Ross. Will the weather for Halloween be a trick or a treat? Tomorrow, potentially record-breaking heat for Halloween. So that should avoid all the arguments and the hassle that comes with telling your kids they need to put a coat under their costume. No need for that. Ross Hall will share the forecast in moments. I'm Lara Casella. Mark Chaloub is standing by with the latest update from the roads right now. And Mark, plenty of traffic out there. The Halloween spirit. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Wednesday, October 30th. One more sleep until Halloween, and it's going to be warm today, even warmer tomorrow. Ross Hall will share the good news in moments. Mark Chaloub is standing by with the latest in traffic. I'm Lara Casella. Here's what we're following for you. One of the climate activists who scaled the Jacques-Cartier Halloween today and tomorrow will be very warm. We can't ask for better. Ross Hall has the details coming up. I'm Lara Casella. A last check on traffic with Mark Chaloub right now. Have a great day, Mark. A heavy drive with a couple of incidents out there. One of the three climate protesters who shut down the Jacques-Cartier Bridge for hours last week has been released on strict conditions. Only one of them remains behind bars. After this year, Montreal's own rock and roll inductee and global music icon Leonard Cohen would have turned 90 on September 21st. A new book about his life and art titled Leonard Cohen, The Man Who Saw the Angels Fall is out now. And joining me in studio is the author, literature professor, and friend of Cohen's, Christophe Lebold. Good morning, Christophe, and welcome to Global News Morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I want to get into your friendship with Cohen, but first, we were just talking off air how you had a book signing yesterday, and the artist who actually painted the Leonard Cohen mural here in Montreal came to the signing. Yeah. What was that moment like?
Oh, that moment was just fantastic because, first he didn't introduce himself, and then he explained, who he was, and it was just great because I feel those murals, well, first, they're very beautiful, and it's like Leonard Cohen is watching over the city now. He's like the patron saint of the city, and this was a guy who did it, and he's a great artist too. Lovely man. I was happy to shake his hand.
Yeah. It certainly does feel like Leonard Cohen is watching over his city. How does it feel like for you to be here promoting this book in his hometown of Montreal?
Oh, it's really great because everybody loves him. So whenever I come to a place, promoting it, I feel such warmth. And I feel that there's an added interest, a little sparkle in people's eyes because they love him so much. He's like the son of the city.
Yeah. And you traveled here with Leonard Cohen. Did he have that sparkle every time he came here?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't travel here with
Cohen.
I saw him in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only in Los Angeles. Yeah. Okay. And what did he feel, though, about Montreal, about his home?
Oh, he was... he considered himself the son of Montreal. You know, it's a city that he kept leaving and kept coming back, but he was telling me at the end of his life that, you know, I should go to Montreal because this was the city of his heart. Oh. Yeah, and he loved, you know, walking around, you know, the little cafes. Oh. He was like this pilgrim walking around the streets, and he missed Montreal a lot.
Oh, I love to hear that. I'm sure many of our viewers love to hear that as well. So when did you befriend Leonard Cohen?
Actually, I did a PhD on Leonard Cohen when I was still a young man, and somebody gave me his address, and I sent my PhD to him, not really expecting an answer. But being the courteous man and the gracious man that he was, you know, one day I opened my email box and it said, you know, from Leonard Cohen.
You're like, this is a scam?
Yeah, well...
this is a scam.
So after that, we started writing each other for a few years, you know, little emails. He would send me a picture, or he would send me a little joke, and I would send him, you know, the things I wrote about him, and in the end, it developed into friendship, and we ended up, you know, spending a week together at his home and looking at his archives together.
Wow,
yeah.
That is so incredible. So, what is the meaning of the title of this book? Why was Leonard Cohen the man who saw the angels fall?
Oh, because I think he had this special talent for detecting gravity. You know, seeing that the law of gravity is the law that governs our lives. That, you know, no matter what we do, we are on some level we're falling. Right, we exist in the world of the fall, and usually we tend to be in denial of this. And he's the guy who's reminding us, well, we're falling, but we can be angels. We can be angels for each other. We can be, you know, messengers of light for each other. So that's the reason of the title. He's a guy with his songs and with his poems. He teaches us that, you know, gravity exists, but that we can play with it. It can become a game, and you can turn your fall into something beautiful that will enlighten others.
Oh, I love that. I know in the book you write about the 4 lessons that he taught you. Which I love. One of those being, and one of them being, transform what is heavy inside us into what is light, what is dark into what is bright, or maybe we should just shine our shoes. Did he have a sense of humor?
Oh, he was the funniest man.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the funniest man. Very sharp, you know, very dry humor. And delivered in this, you know, in this voice, the voice that we know that made the room shake. So yeah, he was very, very funny. Yeah. But what you were talking about is like transforming what is dark into what is light and shining your shoes. Is that fundamentally, I think he was an alchemist. An alchemist is somebody who transforms matters, but a shoe shiner is that as well, because he turns black into light. And he shined his shoes, and he liked a shiny shoe, and that's what an alchemist does.
Wow, Christophe, the book is already garnering rave reviews. I just have about 30 seconds, but what do you hope readers take away from this book? Oh,
it's a book for people who want to carry on the conversation with Leonard Cohen, who want to spend a little more time with him, want to discover a little more about his life. The book tries to capture the deeper dynamics of Leonard Cohen's life. You know, what it was that called him. You know, how a pursuit of love, a struggle with avalanches. So if you want to spend a little more time, I would say with Leonard's heart and with Leonard's imagination, this book is for you.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. And
thank you for your hospitality.
And thank you all for watching. Have a great day. One more sleep till Halloween. We'll have a special show for that. Take care, everyone. Bye.